Good afternoon and welcome to ICU TV News. We'll look at the top stories making the headlines. DEC arrests Tanzanian drug traffickers, seizes cannabis, crystal meth, and nicotine. Over 200 jobs created through school construction in Lavushimanda. Cash for Work program empowers over 69,000 in Kalomo. In international news, 15 dead as Lisbon's Gloria Funicular derails in tragic crash. In sports news, Mweemba mourns death of former Chipolopolo striker Tapson Kaseba. With the news in details, my name is Makabwe. The Drug Enforcement Commission, DEC, has made significant arrests across the country in continued effort to dismantle drug trafficking networks. Among those arrested are Tanzanian national and several Zambian suspects found in possession of various illicit substances, including cannabis, crystal meth, myrrh, and codeine. In Lusaka, Tanzanian national Ali Alaisa, 28, was apprehended with pre-packs of cannabis weighing 75 kg. Another Tanzanian, Kelalio Ibrahim William, 36, was arrested in Chilundu with 43 kg of high-grade cannabis hidden in a bus traveling from Zimbabwe. In a separate incident in Chirundu, Kaile Dom Wisdom Dom, 32, and Simple Kolwechizia, 25, were arrested for unlawful importing 900 bottles of Berlin with codeine. In Livingston, Japhet Matome, 25, was found in possession of 24 sachets suspected to be crystal meth, an addictive drug linked to severe mental and physical health effects such as psychosis, brain damage, and aggressive behavior. Meanwhile, in Mansa, Moses Mebin Chilembo, 38, were arrested with nearly 50 kg of myrrh. In Nakonde, Estera Wadia, 43, of Wuntindi village, was found with 50 bundles of myrrh reportedly intended for sale in Lusaka. All seized substances are in custody and suspected remain detained pending court proceedings. DEC reiterated its commitment to monitoring domestic and international trafficking routes and has urged the public to report suspicious activities, noting that collaborative efforts are crucial in combating the drug trade. More than 200 local residents have gained employment through the construction of Mwelushi Day Secondary School in Chiwondaponde Chiefdom, Livingstone in Lavush. More than 200 local residents have gained employment through the construction of Mwelushi Day Secondary School in Chiwondaponde Chiefdom, Lavushimanda district. The project, funded under the World Bank-supported Zambia Instant Education Program, ZIP, has so far engaged 213 individuals, including youths, women, and persons with disabilities. School head teacher, Moa Kamwe, highlighted that the project operates as community-based initiative relying on technical advisor to identify and involve local labor. He noted that this model not only fosters community ownership but also boosts the local economy through job creation. Mr. Kamwe shared these insights during a recent site tour by the Minister of Technology and Science, Felix Mutati. The minister visits aimed to monitor progress and emphasize the importance of exclusive development on infrastructure projects across the education sector. More than 69,000 residents in Kalomo district have benefited from the Cash for Work program since the launch in 2024. The initiative has supported individuals involved in the key community development projects such as road maintenance, afforestation, and drainage clearing. The local authority has distributed around 49,000 million to 49,000 million kwacha to beneficiaries, offering short-term employment while promoting sustainable development. Participants earn wages through manual labor aimed at improving their communities. The program has also enhanced household food security and boosted community resilience. Local officials say the initiative is fostering both personal empowerment and collective progress with lasting impact at the grassroots level. Education Minister calls for leadership in competence-based curriculum implementation. Minister of Education, Douglas Siakalima, has called on heads of department HODs to champion the effective rollout of Zambia's competence-based education CBE curriculum. Speaking during the opening of National Capacity Building Training for HODs at the National Science Center in Lusaka, the minister stressed the need for school leaders to play a proactive role in driving education reforms that aligns with national development goals. Mr. Siakalima explained that the shift from outcome-based education, OBE, to CBE marks a transformative step in preparing learners for real-world challenges. He noted that CBE emphasizes the acquisition of practical, demonstrable skills over theoretical knowledge, enabling learners to thrive in life, work, and sustainable development contexts. The minister further stated that the reforms are highlighted with Zambia's 80th National Development Plan and the African Union Agenda 2063. He urged HODs to not only understand the new curriculum, but also support teachers and learners in adapting to its demand, ensuring meaningful outcomes for education sector. Chipolopolo commissions Chief's Palace Community Project in Eastern Province. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Honorable Gift Chipolopolo, on the 2nd September 2025, officially handed a newly constructed palace to Chief Zamani in Luangeni constituency in Chipata. The facility, built under the Constituent Development Fund, CDF, it is the first of its kind in Eastern Province and marks a milestone in strengthening traditional governance. Honorable Chipolopolo described the palace as a symbol of dignity and a hub for cultural preservation, while Chief Zamani thanked government for the gesture and called on the community to safeguard its future generation. Later in Malabo constituency, Mambo district, the minister commissioned completed projects from 2023 to 2024 CDF SECO, including 8 infrastructure developments and 41 boreholes under the Climate Resilient Fund. He also handed over empowerment funds for 2025 beneficiaries, with 88 women and youth groups receiving 2.3 million kwacha in grants and 56 enterprises accessing loans worth 3.4 million kwacha. The combined 6.2 million kwacha investment directly benefits 144 groups and individuals. Since 2022, Malabo has seen CDF investment exceeding 32.2 million kwacha, which includes 800 8,331 desks, 47 hand pumps, and 6 water reticulation systems. Honorable Sialubalo emphasized government's continued use of CDF as a tool for empowerment, job creation, and improved service delivery while reinforcing the role of traditional leaders in national development. We now take a break. Coming up is international and sports news. 15 dead as Lisbon's Gloria Funicular derails in tragic crash. Mweemba mourns death of former Chipolopolo striker Tapson Kaseba.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Thank you for staying with us. In international news, at least 15 people have died following the derailment of Lisbon's iconic Gloria Funicular railway, which crashed violently into a building on Tuesday evening. The accident occurred at approximately 6:15 p.m. local time, sending the electric tram carrying down on a steep slope before slamming into a structure in the city center. Eyewitnesses describes the moment of impact as devastating, with one stating the tram collapsed like a cardboard box and appeared to be without brakes. Images from the scene show the carriage overturned and badly cramped, with its roof and sides crushed from the force of the crash. In the response to the tragedy, Portugal's President Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa expressed his condolences to the victims' family, calling it a national tragedy. The Portuguese government has declared a national day of mourning, while Lisbon city officials have announced 3 days of mourning in honor of its victims. Emergency services deployed over 60 rescuers and more than 200 vehicles to aid survivors at the crash sites. We now take a break. Coming up is sports news.
Did you know that mental health conditions are treatable and recovery is possible? Hi, I'm Ngenia Moyo. I'm your host on Let's Talk Mental Health. I invite you all to this show where you freely express yourself, and together we find a solution. For more details, you can contact 0777 93 73 92, and we'll be there to help you find solutions to whatever you're going through.
Welcome back, and now in sports news. The Football Association of Zambia, FAZ, and the wider sports community are mourning the passing of former Chipolopolo striker Tapson Kaseba. FAZ President Keith Mweemba expressed deep shock over Kabesa's death, remembering him as the top scorer at the 2019 COSAFA Championship, which Zambia won. Kaseba had an extensive club career playing for Green Eagles, Napsa Stars, Kansashi Dynamos, and Konkola Blades. Mweemba described him as a star who left an unforgettable mark on Zambia's football. Kaseba passed away at the University Teaching Hospital after battling an illness. FAS has extended condolences to his family and the football fraternity. That sports item brings us to the end of the lunchtime news, but before we go, we take a quick look at the recap of the top stories making the headlines. DEC arrests Tanzanian drug traffickers, seizes cannabis, crystal meth, and nicotine. Over 200 jobs created through school construction in Lavushimanda. Cash for Work program empowers over 69,000 in Kalomo. In international news, 15 dead as Lisbon's Gloria Funicular derails in tragic crash. In sports news, Mweemba mourns death of former Chipolopolo striker Tapson Kaseba. Thank you so much for watching. For more updates, do watch us on our main news at 20 hours.